I'm ready.
Be talking.
I'm paying attention.
Nightfall at the Abbey. $76.
I like the concept. I like the feel of it. I like the tonality of it. I wish the bride and groom were looking in the same direction, or been able to have a reason why they're looking in different directions. Their pose, I like. I would rather have had that right hand of the bride down her leg, or a little bit behind on her hip there, and that arm wouldn't look as big as in the picture.
We have the hand growing out of her back.
Hey, their faces are slightly blonde, but I do like the location.
I would have liked to have seen the Abbey.
Good point. Yep.
Sister Love. $76.
I think that the key line on this could be brought down a little bit. I think you picked a nice color, but it's a little bit too saturated. Probably would have picked a little bit of that darker blue from their dresses, just so it's not really competing for attention. I'm not seeing a whole lot of love here either. They just seem to be like porcelain dolls staring us in the face here.
A little more directional lighting would have helped. And I would knock down the bows and the hair to try to match the tonality of the blues in the dress.
And the girl's hair on the right, I can't tell if that's focus or...
I think it's just really softened. I think they softened everything a lot.
Okay.
Secret Garden. $77.
I would have tried to direct them closer to the camera so they would actually go to closer to the edge of the grass there and away from the water. Pose-wise, I would have put one hand on her hip, left hand on her hip, and then the right hand doing something else. Right now, it looks like he's trying to keep her from falling into the water. The overall pose, the feet and stuff, I like. And I like to see her face. So I think probably even turning them around so that the bride is where the groom's at, the groom's where the bride's at, and you her face up, and would not have hidden her face. So then have all the hair that she has.
The main thing that's bothering me is the fact that she's sneezing confetti out of her nose.
Ah, true. His boutonniere.
His boutonniere is coming right out of her nose.
Yeah.
That score was 76. Out for a Spin.
Is that better? Okay.
$77.
I like the concept. I like the feel. I like the color of the car. The pose can be improved on, but it's not too bad. What I don't care for is the softness, the vignetting per se of everything but the couple in the car.
The buildings look like they're falling over. You're getting some keystoning there that happens when you tilt your camera. So just be mindful of that. Some of that can be corrected. But I agree with the softness, the soft focus in the unit.
And said,
Ballet Beauty. I'm sorry, let me say that again. Ballet Beauty. $76.
Pose-wise, if she is a ballet dancer, she's been trained since she started in class on how to pose, how to look good, and many times, you know, let them do their job, let them pose themselves, and then just add to it. The hand is very awkward. It's not very feminine. It's been turned, so the palm is out, the wrist is bent, that elbow could have been bent a little bit. Her head could have been tilted toward the camera, which would have thrown it more into a profile, and it would also soften that line, that musk coming out of the neckline below her ear.
I feel like where she's at right now, there's too much whites of the eyes that we're seeing. I think that the nose is broken, the cheek plane on that. So either go with full profile or come back a little bit on the chin to prevent that from happening.
and we've lost the left arm as well, the hand. Totally gone.
A majestic creature.
What's in front of me is just the head and shoulders. I like it. I like the exposure, the sharpness, the lighting on it, the application of the canvas background has been done very nicely. I would like to have seen the upper left and upper right hand corners taken down, and since that background was put in there, the bottom half could have been cloned and turned upside down and matched the top half. I think that would solve that issue for me.
I feel like this image would be better flipped, so we're not, again, going into the back of the head. We'd be going into the beak. I'm not a huge fan of the background. I think that it's too sharp. It's competing for attention for the eagle, but boy, that eagle is tack sharp. The left and right sides of that background do need to be brought down, but my eye just keeps going to that upper left-hand corner, and I can't get back.
79. I was 38. $73.
We're looking at too close a crop. Camera angle is off. You need to go in and fix the necklace as you're working. The background is really busy.
Catch lights in the eyes need to be worked. There should really only be one catch light. We have two going on here. I don't really understand the title. If she was it 38? What is she now? Yeah, the heavy texture and the matte definitely needs to be changed. Especially there's a big void on the right side that's basically just, almost a white spot that's drawing your eye away.
Been said.
Winter's Girl.
Again, I want to like this one a whole lot. I like the black skirt with the dark sky. The sky has a little bit too much artifacting it. And there needs to be a little bit more separation between the nose and the cheek. So there's a little bit more directional lighting, but I understand a little bit of flatness to it, but it just needs a little bit more separation.
I'm really liking the idea of this. I'm liking it a lot. There's just some technical things. The hand, the color of the hands versus the color of the face, the skin tones don't match. And then the sides of, you see the cheek where the hairline is, there's almost like a reddish orange going on there. I'm not really sure what that is.
I think that's the skin technique that they took too far again.
Vincent?
79. The landing. $85.
Yeah, I don't think you need the top part of the image, the bluish horizon. Take that out completely. You can move the microphone. I would get rid of your brown border key line. I don't mind. I would probably change the tonality of that a little bit. And then I would even possibly even crop some of the grasses on the bottom off.
I disagree. I think it adds a nice vignette down at the bottom.
Yeah.
If you cut that off, then your eyes are going to be let down again, and there's nothing to hold them in.
If there is any more room that you can put behind the egret, I would do that. Give egret another half-inch to the right of the photograph a little bit. But other than that, I like the tonality. I like the overall feel of it.
The biggest things that brought me down was the white spots along the key line at the very top. If you crop that whole blue section out, then I'm right up there. I'm up there high.
I am too. I feel like the whites are just slightly too white, maybe, like on its neck or beak. But I really like the image as well.
The Great Gatsby. $75.
I like the positioning of the subject within the doorway and the arch. I know the tilt is a creative thing. I'm not sure that it works great for this image. And the railing on the left is distracting. The key line, I'm not sure if there's a bevel and emboss on the image. I would definitely take that out, put adding a little bit of white around the image. And the whole image itself looks blue.
I think that's why they changed the name to the Gatsby. That's the whole like color scheme of it. But her hair, none of the other stylistically doesn't fit that time period.
Vincent?
When the moon hits the sky. $72.
I don't think you need the bottom 2.5, 3 inches on the print, and the top 2 inches on the print. It's not. I don't think it's merit worthy as far as going 80 and above. With the changes that can be made, I think it's a nice image and it's been set in the middle of the pack.
Agreed.
Ditto.
Heartbreaker.
Some of the issues I
77.
have are the highlights, the bright sky above her head, the electrical unit that is to her, side of her head on the right side would need to be taken down. I'm not really sure why her belt and pants are totally out of focus, whereas they're almost on the same plane as the face. So that has to be an application of some type put in there, and I think we took it way too far. I would rather see it a little bit sharper. The fact that her necklace is inside of her blouse does not bother me in this particular case. Normally, I would say pull the thing out and do the cleanup. The button on her left, our right on the jacket is blown out. That needs to be taken down. The zippers on her arms need to be taken down. And the white spot on the right side needs to be taken down. But there's a lot of nitpicking going on there. But it's a lovely image.
What holds back is just the light above her eyes. That's where your face, that's where your eyes go. Right up above her head.
And 77. Reflections.
Okay.